Why? Alright, good. Great Britain allies, Imperialist New Zealand. So Imperialist New Zealand wishes to rejoin the Dominions, which is fine. Now, do we have a Rommel back yet? Nope. Still out for another 40 days. There's excavation. So we're basically done here. We do want to get night fighting. And yes, I will absolutely allow you to join in. Hey, Gossius. So Romania is slowly but surely dying. They're actually losing a lot of manpower in the process.
Abstand halten.
To get control of the infrastructure. Nah. I think what I'm going to have to do is withdraw the mechanized forces to here and then attack through Boston. Although infrastructure here is also freaking awful. Come on, Britain, repair that stuff. The way around it is going to be a naval invasion, so actually let's take a look at our marine units and start building some. Field hospitals, armoured recon, AT, engineers. Actually, no, I think you need to be cavalry. So you don't use fuel. AA or logistics? It's got to be logistics really for you. Alright, train them up. Who's the leader of Russia? It is Tukaevsky. Have we still not won in South Africa? No, we're actually losing pretty hard in South Africa. Come on, people. Because we're fighting on so many fronts, the AI is just going, don't know, I give up, no idea what's happening. So Reds, out of interest, how are your losses looking? Roughly a 1-to-1 ratio kill-death. That's not very good. And roughly a third of your stuff's being lost to attrition. I just quite like that you guys are causing such a problem. Stops the Americans from congregating elsewhere. I do wonder if I need to start a second armoured unit to go after them, and I think I probably will. Let's do it. Alright, civilian administration has been infiltrated. Still want to infiltrate other units. Let's begin a collaboration government as well. And I'd also like to infiltrate their army and the navy. And the air force. Alright, off you go. We do actually have really good information against them. How's the faction look? I mean, it's dwindling a little bit, but also it's still freaking huge over here. And yes, Poland is definitely looking big and strong. See, if Poland allies with Germany, good things happen to them.
Angetreten.
Medium tank shortages are getting worse. No, I'm not going to continue paying for this. You are an extremely expensive unit. Do we have positive supply anywhere out here? Yeah, we do. Withdraw to Nova Scotia. Then just sit there.
Vorrücken! Greift weiter an!
Nice try, Britain. But your complete failure to keep things being repaired screwed us.
Befehle? Abstand halten! Los, ausrücken! Bereit zum
Where the
Ausrücken!
hell are you going? Leave!
Zurück!
Yes, backwards!
Bereit?
What the? Why are you here?
Ausrücken!
This tank's gonna die. Yeah, he's as good as dead.
Bereit?
Oh no, he made it. Motorized got there in time. Good. Right, now back off. Get out of there! Come on, get... What the hell are you doing? Run away!
Unter Beschuss!
There you go.
Befehle?
And there we go. Everyone escaped. I'm okay with that. Right then, so, more buildings. What are we still short? We're so short on everything. But artillery especially at this point. So let's just go and add a couple more factories to that. How are we doing for aircraft? We're getting some pretty big surpluses in terms of fighters. So we're going to tone down the amount of our fighters we're getting. We're going to increase the amount of close air support. And we're also going to upgrade them. Actually, let's just double check they're the 1940 version. Yeah, but they're not 44s, and 44s are about to become available. I meant 44. Am I using 20 or 40 width? 20. Supply situation in this game is not good enough for 40s. I have too many AI allies who are just deploying stupidly. Speaking of which,
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
you guys may as well deploy to there as well. Why is that line going backwards?
Angetreten.
Yeah, don't worry about that one. In fact, I'm going to say that this line is going to be attacking from, say, here. And then you lot here in the north start cutting across towards Hanoi.
Angetreten. Bereit.
Come on, hurry up and take them out. Put them out of their misery. There we go. That was nice and responsive. Alright, so Romania has been destroyed. Unfortunately, they're not going to fully capitulate until America is out. So we need to start thinking about precisely how we're going to do that.
Ihre Befehle. Achtung. Befehle. Befehle.
In fact, you're kind of short in units. Let's grab 2 of these panzers and stick you in there. And then we're going to need to train up 2 more panzers. And we'll prepare a naval invasion to just keep on harassing their flanks, just like Britain was doing. Although Britain will probably continue doing that. Just as long as they don't completely die in the process. Those must be Turkish volunteers. That's not Japan. That's Japan. Where are you actually from? Because you're super low on equipment. Meanwhile, Russia is looking like a giant stalemate. How is Russia proper doing in terms of recruitment? You're up to 44 divisions. Okay, so you are recruiting pretty nicely.
Angetreten.
What? Okay.
Befehle.
Rommel, are you back? Pretty much.
Ihre Befehle.
Rommel and Munstein working together under the command of Guderian. Our tanks should hit like a truck. This is the French losing ships against the Japanese. But at least we're whittling them down, because we almost certainly have naval superiority. Well, actually, I don't know. The USA plus Japan versus France and Britain. I mean, in the Pacific, they'll be completely dominant, but in the Atlantic and the Indian Ocean, I'm not sure.
Bereit. Bereit.
What do the field marshals actually do? Do they provide extra buffs to the generals he's in command of? Yes, exactly. So they provide their regular stats, They provide half of their earned and general traits, and then the full field marshal trait to everyone under their command. So this whole list is getting buffed by Guderian. Just like Kluger's buffing all of these guys. Alright, so we are now just suffering equipment shortages. Guns we have enough of. Support equipment we're getting low on. Light tanks are also getting low on. We've lost air superiority. We do still have space up here for aircraft. So how about we go about adding some more? And close air support we also wanted. So let's get some more of those too. Mordred, you should get some encryption. Encryption doesn't exist anymore. Not since La Resistance. We could, however, get some radar. Is radar really worth it? This is an offensive war which I can't build stuff in. Probably not. Should probably get something else. Mechanized, maybe? Oh, mechanized I definitely don't have the supply for. And this is the problem. We keep on struggling because of the bloody supply situations.
Ihre Befehle. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
You guys are on the way.
Achtung!
It would be really nice if you could hurry up and get Organizer. I'm still astonished you don't have it. You've been commanding enormous armies. And let's go and get Panzerschreck. Oh, no. You know what I need? I need this for the extra 100% hardness, which is... I always forget. Should have got that a while ago. Calcutta. Oh, naval invasion.
Ihre Befehle. Zuhören.
Alright then, purples. You know the drill. We've done it before.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
And just because Japan is going to keep on doing this, I'm actually going to garrison these borders. What? That's one garrison region? That's kind of massive. That was a pretty big naval battle, which we got hammered in. Britain lost a lot of their transports. And I know they have Sri Lanka, which is what's allowing them to do these naval invasions. Meanwhile, the Dutch are kicking the living... Oh no, we've beaten Venezuela. They're down to just this. Oh, well done. Well done. Yes. Yes. How's the war in America going? Terribly. Because we're just getting absolutely hammered by attrition. Because Britain is refusing to repair anything that it takes, and then it's not giving us any territory, so I can't take it and repair it myself. America appears to be our Russia. Yeah, it kind of does. Like, I know what the answer is. I need to hold out in Canada for as long as I can, then launch my own naval invasion of the American coast, which is why I'm building these Marines. Because if I take the territory, it's my territory, I can repair it. Rather than relying on a British naval invasion, and then basically using that. Where are you guys? You're getting closer. And up here I just need to push out, so that we're fighting in a different state, so that this stuff can actually just get repaired. Because the fact that we're actually fighting here means that we're taking the infrastructure damage. In fact, I think I might just tell you to go ahead and push out, if you can.
Angetreten. Angetreten. Angetreten.
Fortunately, because of the attrition, we just take a huge amount of damage when we do these attacks, and they're just not very effective. Yeah, I'm pulling my tanks out of here completely. In fact, I might just abandon this whole area.
Suchen Deckung. Suchen Deckung. Zuhören. Befehle?
Because the tanks are just killing the attrition for everything else. Oops. And the infantry, being a lot lighter, should be able to just hold those areas. At least that's the hope. Meanwhile, holding on to Vancouver for similar reasons, just so we have a way in. Yeah, I'm going to wait until we have the Marines. We'll train up the Marines, and then we'll use them. In the meantime, we wait. We just keep on doing damage if we can. Yeah, look how weak some of these units are getting just because of a lack of equipment. And that's mostly down to attrition, I suspect. Fleet in being. Now I can start working on some of the convoy escort. Although we haven't been suffering any losses, I don't think, against American shipping. Whoa, that's a big fight. The French and the Argentinian navies, led by Cunningham, who's apparently a submarine commander. Interesting deployment of Cunningham. Yeah, so it looks like the Americans and the Europeans are fighting in the Caribbean at the moment. Yeah, the British are going to keep on doing their naval invasions, but because they're refusing to repair their holdings or their gains, I'm not going to support them anymore. I'm just going to try and hold on to New England if I can. Mostly because it's just a buffer against taking damage up here, which is where my actual naval invasions would originate. We can also shift the High Seas Fleet over here. Are you moving? Yes. And I'm only moving the High Seas Fleet over here for the naval invasion support. France is not built up, like, at all. Well, let's fix that for them. And Italy. There we go, that should keep my factories busy for a while. Seeing as I have 185 civilian factories to make use of. Yeah, don't screw with German industry. We have a lot of it. And yet, we still have equipment shortages. How? Alright, we have infiltrated the army. Now we need to just continue spying on America. Could capture their cipher to make the decryption go quicker. Yeah, and we probably need to. Off you go. And apparently the American cipher is actually super high level, so I think I need to continue getting some more decryption. Oh, is that what you meant earlier? The cryptographic stuff. And we have another focus, which we can do absolutely nothing with. Well then, in that case, I'm going to say let's go ahead and do naval production so we can get more destroyers out. We're also hideously short on equipment or resources. So let's get in another set of steel from the French. And some more tungsten from Iberia.